Hey, I'm John Mark. This is Dan, DJ, and Joe, and we were working on the project Wireless Shopping Label. DJ and I were mainly on the software side, and Dan and Joe worked mainly on the hardware side of our project. Basically what our project is a replacement of barcodes. Barcodes, when you pick up a can of chicken noodle soup, every can has the exact same barcode and there's nothing unique about it. But RFID tags, each box of Cheez-Its can have a unique identification. And so what our project is this little box right here is a reader. So it sends out RF communication, and the tags send that communication back and basically tell the reader, hey, this is me, I'm unique. And then that reader sends that information to a database which is accessible by a store. And then it also functions as a wireless shopping label. So it has the typical label that you'd see on stores with the price and the barcode and all that. And that label is also able to be updated remotely, so you don't need to plug it in to change the price of a Cheez-It box. The way we developed our project was essentially three separate parts. There's a board that does the reading, that sends the radio frequency communication out and receives it back. And then another one that is Wi-Fi enabled so that we can send that information to a database and also receive an updated photo to be able to change the wireless shopping label. And that was the third part, is the actual e-paper display that is showing the product information. And so we kind of put those three components together and made them all work together so that we could create one complete product. So the problem that our project is trying to solve is the fact that barcodes on objects in the store all have the exact same identification. So when you pick up a can, it's the same as the can next to it. So by putting an RFID tag on every Cheez-It box in the store, each Cheez-It box can be 100% unique. And in the future, a team could take what we've worked on and develop it further into maybe an inventory management system, maybe into authentication. So let's say you buy a pair of Jordans and you want to make sure that those Jordans are authentic straight from Nike. Well, you could have an RFID tag on there that says, hey, I am a unique product straight from Nike and I'm 100% authentic. One of the more difficult problems we faced was the two components of our product, the Wi-Fi enabled portion and the actual RF communication portion. One of them works at 5 volts and one of them works at 3.3 volts. And when they communicate together, if you send 5 volts to the one that works at 3.3 volts, you can damage the hardware and essentially break what you're working on. And so we spent a ton of time trying to figure out how to essentially communicate between the two domains of power. And we tried different logic level shifters and a bunch of stuff basically before we finally came to a solution. The solution we came to was running the RF side at a lower power so that the 3.3 volt one could just accept it without any type of translation between the power. So essentially just the communication between the two different modules that we were working on and making sure that everything was able to be fit together and work together as one product. One thing we learned about product development, and it might sound stupid and simple, but honestly, measure twice, cut once. Don't just plug random stuff in and hope it works. Really think through it, look at the schematic, look at everything you're working on, and plan for whatever step you're going to take before you actually implement that step. Because sometimes just hoping it works does far more damage and takes way more time than just doing it the right way first.